In the world of the young and the restless, the drama never slows down, especially when it comes to romance and family dynamics. Claire, the young woman who has recently captured Kyle's heart, may be in for a major shock. While most fans have been focused on the obvious obstacles in their relationship, namely the ever-present threat of Victor Newman, it turns out that Claire is facing a much more significant challenge. And the twist? She doesn't even know it yet. The relationship between Claire and Kyle has already been marked by complications. Kyle, who has a long history in Genoa City, is no stranger to family drama, especially with his ties to the Newman and Abbott families. He's been caught in the middle of the intense power struggles, particularly between his father, Jack Abbott, and Victor Newman. But Claire, who entered his life with a fresh perspective, quickly became a beacon of light in Kyle's often tumultuous world. She's seen as an opportunity for Kyle to find happiness outside of the constant family drama, and for a time, things seem to be progressing well between them. But as with all soap operas, things are never as simple as they seem. Victor Newman, the powerful and calculating patriarch of the Newman family, is often the villain in the lives of those close to him. His influence reaches far and wide, and his ability to control the lives of those around him has been a major source of conflict in many storylines. At first glance, it seems like Victor would be the biggest obstacle to Claire and Kyle's relationship, as he typically doesn't allow anyone to come close to his children without interference. However, it turns out that Victor is not the one Claire should be worried about. In fact, the real challenge comes from within Kyle's own family. Claire is about to discover that there is someone in her life whose influence and power in Genoa City are far more formidable than Victor's, and she has no idea just how much it will affect her relationship with Kyle. This unseen obstacle is Diane Jenkins, Kyle's mother. Diane, who was once thought to have been permanently out of the picture, has returned to Genoa City with a vengeance. She has a complicated history with Kyle, and her reappearance has already started to stir the pot. Diane is a woman with an agenda, and she is willing to do whatever it takes to get what she wants, especially when it comes to her son. Her return to town has caused friction between Kyle and his family, as her presence triggers old wounds that have never fully healed. Diane's intentions, however, may be more complicated than they appear. She is fiercely protective of Kyle, and her desire to see him succeed and be happy might appear genuine on the surface. But beneath the surface, Diane's motivations are driven by a deeper need to control Kyle's relationships and protect her own interests. She doesn't just want to be a part of his life. She wants to shape it according to her vision, which includes being heavily involved in his romantic choices. At the moment, Claire has no idea just how powerful Diane's influence can be. Diane is crafty and strategic, and she knows how to manipulate situations to her advantage. She has the ability to plant seeds of doubt, control the narrative, and play on Kyle's vulnerabilities. Whether or not Diane's involvement will be the undoing of Claire and Kyle's relationship remains to be seen, but one thing is clear. Claire's life in Genoa City is about to become much more complicated. The real question now is whether Claire will be able to recognize the subtle manipulation before it's too late. Will she see Diane's true intentions, or will she be blindsided by the chaos that Diane could cause in her relationship with Kyle? Diane has always been a master at playing both sides of the game, and her return could be the final blow to Claire's hopes for a future with Kyle, if she's not careful. In addition to Diane's meddling, Kyle is facing his own internal conflict. He's always been torn between his loyalty to his family, especially his mother and father, and his desire to build a life outside of the constant family drama. As Kyle becomes more involved with Claire, he might find himself caught in the middle of a tug-of-war between his past and his future. Diane's actions could force Kyle to make some difficult decisions, and Claire may be unknowingly dragged into the middle of it all. For now, Claire remains oblivious to the looming threat in her relationship with Kyle. She's focused on building a future together, unaware that the one person she should be most concerned about is already silently plotting in the background. Diane's return is bound to bring chaos, and Claire will have to navigate the challenges ahead if she wants to protect her love story with Kyle. In conclusion, while fans have been focused on Victor Newman as the ultimate villain in Claire and Kyle's relationship, it's actually Kyle's mother, Diane Jenkins, who is set to cause the most disruption. Claire is about to learn that sometimes the greatest threats to a relationship aren't the ones you can see coming. Diane's return to Genoa City is bound to stir up more drama, and it will be fascinating to watch how Claire and Kyle navigate this new obstacle. One thing is for sure, the drama is far from over.